Welcome, MOVATI Fitness family. My name is Natasha, and this is your 45-minute body sculpt class. For this class, you will need either some weights, a heavier set and a lighter set, but if you don't have weights, that's okay. I've found that laundry detergent bottles, you can use books, or you could use nothing at all. You can use your body weight. So welcome, welcome. Let's get started. Let's start to warm up. So marching it out. That's it. Let's take this to some heel digs. Yeah. Two more. Take it out to the side. Get those arms going. That's it. Let's get that heart rate up. Right here, we're going to kick back. Opening up. Four, three, two, one. Take it to a squat. So feet a little wider and take your squat. You got it. All right, so today's workout, you are going to work at your best pace. I'm going to give you options. You're going to choose the ones that work best for you. Always, always working with what works best for us. One more. Good. Taking 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. So coming into our lunges, feet are both pointing forward, toes pointing forward. Here we go. We're going to drop the back knee, track the front knee over the front ankle. Hands can be on your hips, hands can be out, hands can be in front in prayer. You choose what works best for you. All right. Switch sides. All right. MOVATI Fitness family. I love that you joined me today. Two, and one. We are going to do a walkout to warm up that upper body. So you're going to reach up, come down, and walk yourself out. Now, if this does not work for you, reach up, tap down 2 times. Let's do 8 of those walkouts. That's it. Keep going. So you can bend your knees as much or as little as you need to. Last one. Come on up. 10 jumping jacks. So your jumping jacks can be full out or step out. You're going to choose the one that works best for you. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're going to start with squats today. And what I'm going to suggest is just focusing on your form, taking your feet a little wider than hip distance apart. We're going to send those hips back. Thinking about a few different things. I'm going to turn to the side just for a moment. When we come into that squat position, we want to come down as if we're sitting to a chair, sitting back in our heels, okay? Pushing your inner thighs out, squeezing your glutes and hamstrings as you come up. We're going to go for 10 of those. And today, MOVATI family, we are going to superset. So what I'm going to suggest is taking your heavier weight or your laundry detergent jug or nothing at all coming into those squats. So setting yourself up, we're going to do 10. Here we go. Down. That's it. Pushing those inner thighs out. Good. Squeeze the inner thighs at the bottom and the hamstrings and glutes on the way up. We're going to do 3 more. One more. Amazing. Good stuff. Okay, we're going to go into our lunge. And again, I'm going to turn my body just for a second. So in the lunge, you want to take your feet so that they're on that train track. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. When you come down, you want that front knee to track over the front ankle. Bend the back knee, tuck the hip under as you come in and out of this. Now, you can do a static lunge right here. You're going to face forward, of course. I'm going to turn around. You could step that foot in. We're going to take our weights to the side. If you want a little bit more, you can drive the knee up. So we're going to do 10 per side. Setting yourself up. You can go heavier or lighter, no weights, up to you. So taking 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, roll those shoulders back and down, and then drop that back knee in that bend. Come up. Remember, it could be a static lunge. We're going to do 10 of them. You could step it in. Step it back, step it in. Now what I'm going to say to you is that better is better. More is not better. What do I mean by that? Choose the option that works best for you. Switching sides. All right? Sometimes our body is in a different place every day. So what worked yesterday doesn't work today. That's okay. Listen to your body. Choose what works for you and your body. Always, always. You got this. One more. Amazing. Shake that out. Grab water if you need it. And then we'll do that all over again. Setting up in that squat position. Second set. We are doing 3 sets of everything, and our magic number is 10. Ready? Here we go. Squeeze those inner thighs at the bottom, as if you're pushing out into a hand or a wall. Something is there. Squeeze glutes and hamstrings on the way up. Keep smiling. You got this. Amazing. Now taking those weights and coming into those lunges. Choosing what works best for you. Feet are on that train track, which means they're both pointing the same way. They're actually a little bit staggered apart, right? Shoulders back and down. Come down. Static or the step in. You choose what works best for you today. Got it. Nice work. 2 more. Good, and then switching sides. All right. Good work. 2 more. Stack that front knee over that ankle. Last one. Nice. Take a little rest. Shake it out. Getting ready for our 3rd set. All right. Full body, you have got this. You are so strong. You got it. All right, ready?
Your best shot.
Here we go.
On the floor with 3 seconds more.
Ready? Shoulders back and down. Come down. Squeeze up. That's it. So, inhale at the top, and then exhale as you're coming back up. We've got 2 more. 1 more. Amazing. This one's almost over. This set's almost done. Taking 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Roll those shoulders back and down. Drop that knee and tuck that hip under. Good stuff. Take what works for you. Maybe you did the step-ins the first 2, and this time you're going to do the static. Or maybe it's the other way around. You're feeling strong on this last one. 2 more.
Your best shot. On the floor with 3
Good stuff.
seconds more.
Switching sides. Down and up. Bend that back knee. Two more. And one more. Nice one. All right. Grab water if you need it. We are going to move on to our back and biceps. So we're thinking about working these muscles in the back. So the back, upper back. All right? You want to think about hinging at the hips in this movement. So again, I'm going to turn to the side
3 seconds more.
right here. You're going to hinge, feet hip distance apart. You're going to draw your shoulders up, back, and down away from your hips. Weights come to the sides. Now you can start with something lighter, you can start with something heavier. It's up to you, you choose. When you come into this position, you're going to pull the weights towards your hips. Pull your low belly towards your back. You want to make sure that you brace your core. So squeeze into the upper back. Squeeze. All right, I'm going to turn to face you. Keep going. Beautiful. And then come up. You might want to switch your weight up. We're going to go on to biceps next. We're going to take a bicep hammer curl. So again, feet can be hip distance apart. You can take 1 foot back if you find it hurts your low back. Where we're going to go with this is up and down. So curl it up, down. So working the muscles, the front of the arm. Those biceps. Two more. And then take a little rest. So in that rest, you can interlace your fingers, stretch out the upper back a little bit. You can take your arms out, take your thumbs down. We'll do that again. So we're working these muscles right here in that bicep curl, right? Good. Coming into the rows again. So setting yourself up in that hinge position. Hinge, and then row. You want to keep your neck in line with your spine so that you're looking down just ahead of you. Squeezing into that upper back. You don't want to put any strain in your neck or cervical spine. So keeping your gaze just slightly ahead of you. That's it, that's it. And one more. Beautiful. Come on up. Switch it out if you need to get something a little lighter. Coming into those bicep curls. Arms beside you. Curl it up. Hammer curls. You got this. Three more. 3, 2, and 1. Again, take that stretch if you need it. So interlace those fingers. Take those arms out, drop those thumbs down. We have one more. And then we're going to come back to our legs. I hope you are all doing great. I'm sure you are. Ready? Last set. Hinge forward. Pull into your upper back. Squeeze. Squeeze, you got it. So remember that you are looking down at a spot just in front of you. You are letting your neck follow your spine. Squeezing into that upper back. We have 3 left. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. All right. Oh, sorry, we're coming into those bicep curls. Shoulders back and down. Remembering that you can switch out if you need to. Curl it up. Curl it up. In those hammer curls for 10. We've got 7 left. And 1. All right. So grab some water if you need it. Take that stretch. Thumbs out or down. We're going to come into some deadlifts and some sumo or plie squats. So again, I'm going to recommend a heavier weight, but first I just want to go over our deadlifts. So your feet are going to come about hip distance apart. And it's as if somebody took their hands and karate chopped you. You fall forward. So you fall forward. You let your spine just follow you down. Your neck follows your spine. So it is a hinge. So from the side, it's right here. Now, as we're coming into this with weights, you may have a slight bend in your knees at the bottom, but that spine stays nice and straight and your neck follows you. All right, so grabbing those weights, a little heavier for this one. I'm gonna just do a couple to the side and then I will turn to face you again. So that hinge position, coming back up. And it's a hinge position. So you wanna feel this movement in the muscles deep in your buttocks and in your hamstrings. So keeping yourself, hips going back as a hinge. I often say this one is like the little birds that they used to sell in the novelty store. We're gonna do 2 more that tipped into the glass. 1 more. So it's that motion of just tipping forward. All right, and you're feeling it in the back of your legs and in your muscles deep in your buttocks. We're gonna take on the next one weight, taking your feet nice and wide, toes out more than you would think, and then coming into a squat as you come down. So thinking of taking your knees tracking over your ankles as you come down into this. Almost imagining pushing your inner thighs towards the front of the room. Keeping that chest proud. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, 1 more. So, good. Full body workout. So far in our supersets, we've concentrated on legs and back and biceps. We're gonna come back into that deadlift again. So grabbing those weights, coming into that hinge. So imagine feet hip distance apart, hinging forward. You do not have to come all the way down to the ground. Shift your hips back. Shift your hips back. Come on back up. Everything following along. Neck stays in line with the spine. Feeling this in the back of the legs. Two more. 1 more. Good. Taking it into that sumo squat or plie squat if you prefer. Feet out. Tracking your knees over the ankles, shoulders back and in. Come down and up. So they track and we come back up. Keep going. The leg portion is almost done. The workout is not. Maybe feeling those inner thighs just a little. 1 more. Nice. Good job. Take a little rest. We have 1 more set of those deadlifts, 1 more set of those squats, and then we move on to back again. So again, I'm gonna just turn to the side just for a couple of these. Taking your feet to the side, or taking your feet hip distance apart, shoulders back and down, and you hinge. Allowing yourself to keep a nice flat back. Neck stays in line with the spine. Keep going. We've got 10 of these. 6 left. You got it. Woo. Last 3. Last 2. And 1 more. Beautiful. Putting that weight off to the side. Coming into those squats. Here we go. Taking it down. And up. Keeping that chest proud. You can have the weight lower if you'd like. Just make sure you're trying to track those knees over the ankles. One more. Nice. And then take a little rest in between. Grab some water. We're going to move on again to the back and biceps. So this time, we're going to do a reverse grip row. So we're going to grab our weights with an underhand grip. We're going to come into that hinge again. So again, from the side, I'm just going to show you that hinge. You're going to pull the weights back. So your elbows just come back. They're not going too far back. We're not squeezing past our shoulders, okay? So finding your hinge and then squeezing into that upper back. sort of the part along, it's your lats really. So the muscles along the side of the back, upper back. Squeeze. Pull your lower belly to lower back. Protect your core, protect your spine. One more. All right, I am going to suggest you switch out your weights this next round. For biceps, we are going to do a staggered curl. So what it looks like, hands out front, we're going to come up, up, down, down, up, up, down, 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 down. You got it. Down, down. Yes. Up, up, down, down. Last 3. Last one. Amazing. Okay, and again, you can take that stretch in between with this one. You can take those fingers, interlace them, round down, take those thumbs out, drop the thumbs down. All right, 2 more rounds in our superset for back and biceps. Grabbing those weights, or not. Remember, you could be doing this with no weights. Palms face forward as you reverse your grip. Come into that hinge and pull. Squeeze into that upper back. There are lots of things around our house that we can use if you don't have weights. Soup cans work. The water bottles from the grocery store with the handles, they work well. Lots of things. And you can change the weight by emptying the water out. One more. Nice. And then come into that staggered bicep curl. All right, ready? Here we go. Half, way, half. So we bend, curl up, bend, come down. Amazing. Here's our last one coming up. 10. So these muscles right here, they might be singing a little bit. We have one more set. All right, grabbing those weights for that reverse row. Underhand grip. Shoulders back and down. Here we go. Curl, down, curl, curl, curl. Now I'm keeping my head down because I'm keeping my neck in line with my spine. 2 more. And that's what I want you to do in these moves. Good. Alrighty. I can look straight at you now. Here we go. With those bicep curls. Up, up, down. 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 You got it. Woo! You can do it. Nice, last one. Amazing. Good job. Take a little stretch. So interlace those fingers. Take those arms out. Take those thumbs down. Okay. All right. We are going to come down onto, you can come down onto a mat, onto the towel, onto your carpet. We're going to come down, we're going to work our chest. So we're going to work these muscles right in here, those pectoral muscles. So when we come down, we're going to grab our weights. We're going to have our knuckles facing up to the ceiling. We're going to draw our elbows in just a little bit as we do our presses today. So just working over the midline chest. And then we're going to work the triceps after that. So we're going to come down to our mats. I'm going to suggest you bring your heavier and your lighter weights over with you so that you have both. Have them nearby. And then coming down onto your back. Good. And setting yourselves up. So on your back. As I said, bring those elbows in just ever so slightly. Take your lower belly to your lower back and press into the mat. You can keep your feet on the ground just like this. I will give you an option second round, but for this round, let's keep our feet flat. You can press up and then bring it down. Press up, bring it down. Good. You got it. And again, I am looking straight ahead so that I don't put any strain on my neck. I'd like you to look straight up. Press. Press. Bring those elbows down. Forearms to the mat. Last one. Now, you can either keep one of your heavier weights or take your lighter weight. You can grab onto one weight like this. You could have those two in your hands like this. Or you could have the weight so that you hold on to either end. And again, if you have no weight, you're just going to keep your hands shoulder distance apart. And you're going to reach behind your head, bend your elbows, straighten out your arms. So keep them going straight up. They just go up and then they bend back. Straight up. Bend back. Keep going. Feel in the back of those arms. One more. Nice. Take a little rest. You can open up your arms. And then we'll go for our second set. So grabbing those weights, bringing them, like I said, arms out, bring your elbows in just a little bit. Line your weights up with your midline chest. And then press. Bring it down. Press. I promised an option. If you would like, you can stack your knees over your hips. Push them away a little bit. Keep your low back in the mat. If you are compromising your low back to keep your feet up and incorporate your core, keep your feet on the flat floor. Got two more. One more. Good. Take that weight. Come into those tricep extensions. So back and up. Back and up. Reach back. Keep going. Last two. And one. Take it down. You can take those arms out. Take that stretch. Grab those weights again. A last set of this particular chest exercise. Pressing up. Come down. Come up. So it's over the midline chest. Going. Last two. Last one. So your options, remember again for those extensions, you could be holding it with both hands like this, keeping those elbows nice and close, or holding it on the ends like this. Reach back. You could have no weight at all. Just keep your arms close together. If you stack your knees, your knees are at table height, top height, and you are still pulling that low belly to low back. Bring your feet down if you've got them up. Take a little rest here, so open up. What I'm going to ask you to do is come up and get your lighter weights for the next one. So we're going to go on to a chest press, and then we're going to do some tricep dips. You're welcome to use the heavier weight, again, if you have no weight, that's okay. We're going to come back down onto our mat, set ourselves up again, and this time our weights are going to come up. Palms are going to face in as if you were clapping your hands. Arms are up, nice and straight. We're going to bring them over that midline chest, and as we open up, We bend the arms a little bit. Tap the forearms back. So you're actually tapping those triceps that we just worked back onto the ground. So squeeze, squeeze back up to straighter arms. Squeeze. Keep going. You got this. One more. Nice. And then you're going to put the weights to the side. You can take your hands behind your knees and rock and roll yourself up into that seated position. So for this one, we're going to take our fingertips just in front of us. I will give you an option in case this doesn't work for you. You can take your feet flat, shoulders back and down, and bend into the elbows, just like that. If this does not work for you, you can come into a kneeling option. Tabletop position, take your lighter weight, and you can do kickbacks. You can do half on one side, so we are going to go for 10. You could do 5 on one side and then switch to the other side. So when you're in this position, bring your hand to your hip, kick it back, bring it back to the hip, kick it back, bring it back to the hip. So set yourself up for your best option. Fingertips face forward if you're in this tricep dip. And it's a dip back, bend into your elbows. Come back up, dip back. And the first couple might seem like it's not such a bad thing. So if you are doing those tricep kickbacks, switch sides. One more. Nice. Great. So you're going to feel that at the back of the arm. Take that little stretch in those triceps as we come back down onto our mat and come back into our second set of flies. So bringing those arms up, opening up, opening up. Squeeze. Oh, MOVATI Fitness family, you got this. No place I'd rather be than right here with you. Amazing. Rock and roll yourself up. Come into those tricep kickbacks or those dips. If you want a little bit more this time, I'm going to set you up and then I'm going to come back to the original. So roll those shoulders back and down. You can lift up. You can dip down. You can dip down. Or you stay here and you dip back. Good. Keeping those shoulders down. Woo, who's feeling this? One more. Good. And then again, once more. Take a moment and then come down. Chest openers. Open up. Open up. Keep going. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Rock and roll yourself up into that seated position. Come into your dips or your tricep kickbacks, your choice. Fingertips facing forward, shoulders back and down, and dip. Nice. Good work. One more. Amazing. Good. We are going to make our way back up to standing, do a shoulder exercise, and then we're going to come back down and do our core. So we are going to superset in 1 for the shoulders this time. I'm going to suggest you grab lighter weights. Coming up to standing, we are going to take our arms, our shoulders up, back, and down. You can set your feet up hip distance apart, or you can take 1 foot back. In this position, shoulders back and down. Think about bracing your core, pulling that lower belly to lower back. All right, from here, we're going to come out into a Y and then out to the side. That's one. No higher than shoulder height. Oh, I love Y's. Keep going. You've got these shoulders and then your core. We've got our last one. Nice. Good. You can take a little shoulder roll. You can even take a stretch here. Take one arm across. Tuck it down. Take the other arm across. Tuck it down. And get ready for the second set. So again, if you don't have weights, don't worry about it. Lifting your arms up like this, just as much work. Don't forget to smile. We're having fun. You got it. No higher than shoulder height, so even if it's a little lower. 4 more. Last 2. Oh, they might be on fire now, those shoulders. Take that shoulder back. All right, take the stretch if you need it. We have 1 more set. Then we come down and we finish off with our core and our stretch. Good job, everybody. Here we go. Y. And then out. Oh, why do I love Y so much? Because they're so amazing. My shoulders feel so great when we're done. Yes, you can. All right. You got this one. We have 1 more. Last one. Oh, take that down. You can put the weights off to the side. Take those arms for a little stretch before we come down to the ground for our core work. Okay, coming down onto your mat. Good. So as you get here, pull that lower belly to lower back. We are going to come into some dead bugs to start. So we're going to stack the knees up over the hips. We're going to lift the fingertips to the ceiling. Pull the low belly down towards your low back. All right? And then what I want you to do is reach your opposite arm and opposite leg out. Extend. Come back to center. Extend. Come back to center. Keep going with that. Keep going. Just do a little warm up before we get going on this. And then give yourself a little hug. All right. From here, we're going to reach our legs up the ceiling. We're going to bring our fingertips to our temples, and we're going to do our reach up. So we're going to do a little reach. So if you would like, you can actually reach your fingers up. If you need to help support your head, bring your hands back behind your head and rest your head rather than pulling your head. Think about bringing your ribs towards your hips as you come up. Excellent. And then come back down. Reset. We're going to do that again, but this time with a little twist. So legs up. You can always have your knees bent instead. Bring your legs up, and we're going to reach up, twist, center, twist. You can have the fingers at the side and twist, center, twist, center, twist, center, twist, center, twist, center, twist. Come back to center. Come on down. Oh, good work. All right, let's repeat that. All right, we'll come back to those dead bugs. Here we go. This time, if you would like, you can lift your upper body up off the ground. and reach that opposite arm, opposite leg up. If that works for you. If not, keep your upper body on the ground. Really check in. Really make sure. Does this work for me, or am I making this hurt my neck? Or am I doing this just because I think this is where I should be, when really, this is where I should be. Be kind to yourself. Listen to your body. Good. Come back to center. Reset. Take those legs up or bend your knees in those reach ups. You can have your fingers to your temples, or you can actually do the reach. So you can reach, 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 reach. Keep going. All right. Come back. We have our last one, our twist, and we stretch. Here we go. Legs up or knees bent. We come up, side, center, side, center, side, center, side, side, center, side, center, side, side, back to the center, to the side, to the center, and then bring it on down. Oh, take your arms out, take your legs out, let everything go. Wow. Great job, everybody. Draw those knees in. Take your knees into your chest, give them the biggest hug. And then drop that left foot. Take your right foot up to the sky. Point and flex. Palms up to the ceiling. Woo. You can do some circles with that foot. Bring them back the other way. And then cross that ankle to knee as you gently press on your inner thigh. Stretch out that hip. And then from here, take the sole of that foot down to the ground. Open up your chest. Nice little twist here. You can take your gaze over your arm. And if this is not working for you, you can always bend your knee in this twist. If you've got your gaze over your opposite arm, bring it back to center. Draw the knee back to center. And then switch sides. So take the other foot up to the ceiling, point and flex. Do some circles. Go the other way. Cross the ankle to knee. Open up that hip flexor. And then drop that knee to the ground. Take the twist to the other side. There you are. So again, you can take that gaze over. You can have the knees stacked and bent. Please listen to your body. If you've got your gaze over the shoulder, bring it back to the center. Come back to the center. Slowly make your way over onto your front. So coming onto your front, take this back into a nice shell stretch or child's pose stretch, walking those fingers forward. You can take your knees nice and wide, or you can have your knees together. And then walk your hands over to the right hand side. You can tent your hand that's on the bottom with the top hand. Shift your hips to the opposite corner. Get that nice beautiful stretch up the upper back. And then walk over to the other side. Again, tent the bottom hand with the top if that works for you. Shift the hips to the opposite corner. And then come back to center. Slowly make your way up to standing. So for some of us, that means curling our toes under, walking our hands back, coming up one vertebrae at a time, rolling up slowly. Or for some of you, it means putting a knee down, coming up to a stand. Do what works best for you. Once you get here, take a slight bend in one leg and then kick the opposite foot into your hand. Bring your knees together. Stretch out those quads. And then switch sides. So slight bend. You can always use a wall. I don't recommend using a friend. You'll both fall over. Have the hand out. For some people, putting your fingertip or your fingers on your belly button helps with balance. Gives you a place to focus. Draw that knee down. Open up the chest. Take the thumbs down. One arm across. Drop that arm down. Good. Take your arm up and over. Stretch out your triceps. Switch sides. So arm across. Wrap that arm underneath. Drop the shoulder down into its pocket. Take that arm up and over. And then my favorite stretch of all. Take your arms up overhead like you just won a race, because you did. And then bring your hands in behind into superhero pose, because each and every one of you is a superhero. You showed up and you did this workout. Great job. Give yourselves a huge pat on the back. And I always like to leave off my classes with a positive message. So here's my message to you. That you need to fill your bucket as well as everyone else's. We are all very good at filling other people's buckets, doing things for other people. I'm really super proud of you for taking time today to fill your own bucket and taking time for yourself for this class. Again, my name is Natasha. This was Body Sculpt Full Body Workout. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.